Let's go, dude. I beat Tower Externalized Insanity. I guess it's time to do a terrifying. Let me see the trees, it's because I ain't jumping to TOAR, bro. Okay, so Tower Fractured Memories. Floor 10 is the only terrifying floor, according to Anime release, so it isn't really a skill booster. And it's made by Chloe. Anyways, moving on to Tower Impossible Movement. Seems pretty simple, and like half of the floors are terrifying, and it's almost fully purist. I'll consider just this tower. And finally, Tower Frightened and Nightmares. So floor 1 is the easiest, and floors 9 and 10 are the hardest, aka Tower difficulty chart buffed to terrifying, and I hate reliving that shit again. Oh wait, what's that? This does, oh hell no, I'm going with TOIM. Tower Impossible Movement is a bottom terrifying ascension-based tower made by Fudoric aka Tots and TOGF creator and Ziozolski aka TOER creator. This tower's true skills official secret. It's almost fully purist with the only climb objects being kill bricks. Alright, now let's start with my grind. Before starting TOIM, I beat a couple of other easier soul crushings, those of which being Tower of Rough Endoplasmic Reticulum, Steeple of Esoteric Arcane, Tower Cruel Punishments, Tower 10 Vengeance, and Tower East to Abyss. Let's quickly go over my experience with these towers. Torah, floor 6 to 10 are Lufill Simulator. The gameplay is nice at least. What isn't nice is me constantly failing the outsides of floor 10. 6.5 out of 10. SOEA, short and fun tower, has harder raw gameplay but is fun as well, 8 out of 10. QCP, long ass tower with low RAM gameplay. The unmarked conveyors made this a bit worse, 6 out of 10. TOTV doesn't feel like TOTL at all. The gameplay is like low extreme in my opinion, 6 out of 10. And EToH, one of the worst fucking towers of all time. Floor 9 is literally Terry and floor 10 is Scat, like bruh. The gameplay is nice for all jumping, I guess, 4 out of 10. Alright, now let's start with my actual grind. Day 1 was pretty short because when I started this tower, it was around 10 PM for me. My personal best in TOIM before starting the grind was 4 till end. Actually, I got there right before starting the grind. Anyways, I went to all jump the tower together with my friend Bob. He gave me some strats for some jumps, thank you bro. After the all jump, I started all 4 in the tower. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I was with the maid outfit again, yo! This time, I had a reason. There were 5 Robux on the line if I wear it. Anyways, I finished with the all 4 and I went to do some runs. I didn't really get anywhere this day. I failed floor 2 outside after 5 minutes of failing floor 1 and floor 2 end. 5 minutes later though, I got to floor 3 where I failed the invisible part. I did get back to floor 3 after practicing, but I just flat side on the third jump. 20 minutes later, I got to floor 3 again. This time I managed to pass the invisible part and I got to floor 4. I mean, I did expect to fail the 1.5 stud squeak. Yo, this might be a floor 5 run. Floor 5, in my opinion, one of the harder floors. I did pass the start, but I failed to this difficult 2x3 stud wraparound. I did save on floor 4, so I got back to 5. This time I managed to pass that wrap and I got to floor 6. After some blue failing on the net, I passed this dead and squeeze part, then these ladders, and I got to floor 7. Never mind. It was getting pretty late, so I decided to stop playing for the day. Day 2 consists of mostly of practicing low failing floors 1 to 3 with some fails on floor 4. Eventually I managed to pull off a 6 run again. I got back to the last jump of floor 6. This time I passed it, making it to floor 6. Arguably the hardest floor of the whole tower. Will I pass it, or will I fall to the bottom of the tower? No, I passed all of the hard jumps just to fail this one. After more failing practicing, I got back to 6. Then I got back to 7 again. Yeah, I failed this once, the squeeze at start of floor. Pretty stupid fail. And then I failed the first floors even more, so I decided to stop playing for the day. Day 3 started with almost 40 minutes of doing floors 0 to 10. I immediately got to floor 7 again, but I had a really dumb fail. 15 minutes later I got to floor 7 again. I passed every hard jump until I got to my PB again. I passed it, and I got to the net on floor 7 outside. Floor 8, an easy but pretty chokeable floor, mostly from stress that I passed floor 7. The only complicated part is the cylinder landers. I easily passed them though, and I got to floor 9. The easiest floor of TIM. Ain't no way I failed out of that. I still saved at floor 7 end. I should be able to get back.
That fail was pretty disappointing and maddening, but I still continue to do this tower.